If you've been following any Bitcoin news, you probably know one of the biggest stories right now is that Germany had a windfall of Bitcoin. They came into about 50,000 Bitcoin that they confiscated. I believe it was from some pirating website. So they caught that website, got the guy to give them the Bitcoin they made from it, and they had 50,000 Bitcoin in their wallet. That was worth somewhere around like $3 billion at the time whenever I was looking at it. It was around there. And what did they decide to do with it? Is sell it all, get rid of it. They did not want to hang on to this at all. So the German government sold Bitcoin for a currency, I'm guessing euros, or that they can basically print, right? That currency can be printed out of thin air. Bitcoin can't. They decided to get rid of it and did not want nothing to do with it. So $3 billion worth of Bitcoin was sold over probably like a week and a half about that they got rid of it. And the price of Bitcoin obviously volatile during this time, but after they have sold all of their stuff, they started rallying here. So it just makes sense. Obviously, $3 billion is a lot of sell pressure, and they were just market dumping this thing. The price fell, obviously. It didn't actually fall too bad. It wasn't like insane. There was other drama too. But now the selling seems to be over. There was actually inflows into the ETFs, if I could find that. I think it was like $300 million on Friday. The ETFs have been buying like crazy. Other people, other whales that people track have been buying like crazy on this dip. So, what does that tell you? The people who are selling are probably selling at a bad time. And that would make sense if you look at historically, right? So this is the Bitcoin price after the halving. This is the different years, 2012, 16, 20, 2024. Obviously, we are right here. It just started. So in any of these past cycles, selling at this point is obviously not the best time to sell, right? So any point here, if you sold, you lost out on massive gains, massive runs, and are we going to do the exact same thing? I would say probably more than likely there's going to be some sort of run for Bitcoin. Is it going to be diminishing returns? Obviously, history isn't the predictor of the future, right? People always say that stuff, but every single time something's happened, that's until it breaks, probably something to assume is going to happen, right? Obviously, we're early in this cycle. Who knows, right? Is it going to be diminishing returns? Is it going to be somewhere in the middle? Is it going to be the best one ever? Nobody knows. If anyone tells you they know, they're lying to you. But selling at this point has never been the right point to sell. And with the German government selling all their Bitcoin and dumping everything, some Bitcoiners had a message to send to the German government. I think Michael Saylor put out like a tweet saying you don't sell your Bitcoin in German or something, trolling them. But people have gone even more here doing things like this. Like after Germany sold all of their Bitcoin, somebody sent them $1.87 worth of Bitcoin and inscribed the message, "Have fun staying poor, German government." And this is the transaction here. You can see them putting here, "Have fun staying poor." So this is funny. I think that this is like a funny message, a meme. Sure, $1.87 it cost you. What's it going to be in the future, right? If you didn't send that Bitcoin and held it, who knows? But this, for a meme, pretty funny. But I think now people are going a little bit more insane, a little bit more unreasonable. Like, this is funny, sure, leave it at that. But this is the German government now holding just about, can do this, just about $32 worth of Bitcoin here. So they are they got more than zero, right? They were on zero and now they're on $32. So people are sending them Bitcoin for some reason. These are the transactions here. So you can see a bunch of people Binance hot wallet. So someone sent it from Binance, different addresses here. A bunch of people sending them Bitcoin. This, I think, is kind of dumb, really. Like, the first one, sure, the meme, funny, haha, only like $2. Sure, do it for the meme and tell the German government to have fun staying poor. Great, right? But for everyone else to send dollars there and money there and Bitcoin, it's like, why? What's the point, right? You already got the meme, you got the joke, you told them to have fun staying poor. That's funny, sure. But why are you continuing to send them money? I don't know. Some people say because they're public servants or something in the government, and they were told by Friday to have it on zero, and now they're not going to be on zero. They're going to have $32 in there. I don't know if that really matters, right? Who really cares? But Maybe that's the thing. Maybe people are saying we'll get the German government in trouble by putting money in their account. I don't know. But we can also look at the US government, because obviously this is German's government. They came into 50,000 Bitcoin. We can actually look at the token balance here. Obviously, he's going from zero, came into about 50,000. It was a little under 50K, and then they're riding it all the way already back down to zero. So they got rid of everything. But you could look at the US government as well to see, because we have Bitcoin too, and to see what's going on here. This is their supposed wallet, right? That Arkham Intelligence says that is their wallet. Worth right here is almost $13 billion. Now, in their wallet, they have a bunch of they have ETH, Tether, Wrapped Bitcoin, BNB. They got all this different types of stuff. But the Bitcoin's the biggest one, with right here, you can see it's 213,000 Bitcoin for about $12.5 billion in value. So for some reason, the U.S. government came into a bunch of Bitcoin. You can see them. I mean, in 2014 they did. I think this is probably Silk Road stuff, maybe, and they sold all of that, and have came back into some more Bitcoin from 2020, 2021. Got all the way to 235,000. They're at 213,000 now. But they are not selling like the German government. They are holding this. I think they say they want to sell it. Maybe there's a different type of process for them. But the German government got 50,000 Bitcoin, and within 2 weeks, they sold that thing, dumped it, got rid of it, and took money that they can print instead of holding Bitcoin. But for some reason, the U.S. government holds the over 200,000 Bitcoin that they have. They confiscated from something. I don't even know where they got all of it from, but it's confiscated Bitcoin. It's not like they bought it. But they are not selling it. They're holding it, and they haven't, sold it over a long period of time. Now, it's not to say they'll never sell it. It's not to say that, the U.S. loves Bitcoin is all in. But it's just weird to kind of see that they do have over 200,000 Bitcoin, and they sold some. They went from 235 to 213. But they didn't dump all of it. They're not trying to get rid of it in a hurry. They've been holding on to this for multiple years now. So what's going on there? Do they want to keep the Bitcoin just in case, like a little backup? Like, maybe we hold this because we don't need to sell it for dollars. We can print dollars. So even if this Bitcoin goes to zero, doesn't matter. We can just print the $13 billion. But if it goes to an insane amount of money and the dollar starts losing dominance and losing value and isn't the world reserve stuff anymore, but Bitcoin takes a chunk of that, then we'll be all right by holding the 200,000 coin. Maybe that's what they think. Maybe that is the path they're going down. I don't know. Or maybe it's just a much longer process here and they're going to dump it over a longer period of time. Could absolutely be that way. I don't think that the US government is orange-pilled and loving Bitcoin. But we've got governments coming into contact with Bitcoin. Obviously, El Salvador's got like 6,000 Bitcoin, so now they have more than Germany. Is this the start of a game theory type thing where the governments have touched Bitcoin and kind of seen how it works? Even if Germany sold it, they've interacted with it now. They've seen how it works and how they send it stuff, and maybe they start to think a little bit and say, maybe this thing's not too crazy. That could be the future. That's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.